Okay, welcome back to Boxwood Cottage on beautiful Sunshine Coast of British Columbia. I say this absolutely fantastic day. I always remember the first time I came here, it was snowing. It was disgusting. Weather was awful, and everybody's saying wait till the spring, wait till the summer, the weather gets better here, you'll love it. And I didn't believe them because every day was a grey, yucky, horrible day. And then I say it snowed a couple of times, I've had nothing but frost, and then we got into April and it's opened up and it is really quite gorgeous. So behind me, as usual, I'll just show you the view across there. Got a lovely ocean view and the mountains at the back of Vancouver Island, and this is where I'm currently staying, this little place here. So, but with this COVID thing, it's working out what to do with videos, so got to be a little bit imaginative on what I do. But if you like these videos, I'm going to get you to subscribe. That'd be a fantastic thing. The button thing's down there, and you press the button and you'll get like notifications of when I put new videos up. And as I say, if you like these videos, don't want you to miss out. So I thought I'd start by telling you the story of this morning. Does that rhyme? The story of this morning. Oh, anyway, I was on Facebook and I thought to myself, you know, when Facebook first came out, people didn't quite know what to put on Facebook, so they post endless photographs of their tea, what we call in England our tea. Here it's dinner. So main meal of the day, they post endless photographs of what they're having for tea, and trying to outdo each other, especially if somebody was having something a little bit better than beans on toast. I kind of smiled to myself and I just thought, you know what, I'll put a video out there and put a picture, well, I'll put a Facebook page up and put a picture of my tea that I had last night, which was basically a bowl of stew, and see where it goes. So it's a nice day. England's 8 hours in front of Canada, well, where I am in Canada, so everybody in England is enjoying a really nice warm day at the moment, because it's a lot warmer than what it is here. Everybody's barbecuing. So everybody's picture comes back of half-burnt beef burgers, sausages and offerings on the sacrificial barbecue. So, but it made me laugh. But then afterwards, the manager of Boxwood Cottages came across and said, hey Stephen, do you fancy some fresh caught clams? So we're at the seaside and everybody's like going out catching fish, and so it all circulates around the town. Everybody's wheeling and dealing bags of fish, oysters, clams, that kind of stuff. So my manager, bless her, she gave me a bag of 16 clams. I'm going to say oysters then, but the clams. So I'm starting to think now what I'm going to do for my tea and then post it onto Facebook later on. So what do you do with clams? So I had a clamber into the fridge and I found some trout. I've got clam and trout. That sounds like an English pub. And I'm going to put something together, but equally I'm always enjoying on this deployment cooking in my Instapot. It's just such a wonderful machine. So I thought, what better to do than cook the clams in the Instapot? Something I would not ordinarily do. I'd just use like a normal steamer. But the experiment is, what the Instapot does is it collects all the juices, and I figure if I steam the clams in the juices and put together like a sauce, I might be able to make something from the residue of what's in the bottom of the Instapot. So that's the plan. But I think first, before I dive into cooking, which I'm going to do later on, I'm going to actually sit down, slow the world down a bit. I mean, we're all sick to back teeth for this COVID thing. I can remember blinking and it was Christmas, and now it's Easter. So happy Easter to you all for the first thing. But the second thing is just slow things down, drink my tea and enjoy this beautiful day. Okay, so sunbathing finished. I've just been, well, it's getting a bit cool now because the sun's going down. I've just been down to the supermarket and got the other bits and pieces I need for my meal tonight with these clams. But I found this really neat place where I think I'm going to cook it. So, yeah, follow me. So we go through these big iron gates. These here. See the sea behind me? And then we've got this area here. And it's a big sort of outdoor cooking area. And it's got barbecues. It's got all sorts of things. So I've had to dig around and found a power outlet. So to put my theory to the test, I've got the good old Instapot here. And I'm going to prepare everything on there. So my dad today, Skyped my mum and dad today, and he says, because it's Easter, he says, Steve, he says, you bought yourself an Easter egg. You kind of laugh it off a bit, don't you? He's like, no, I haven't bought an Easter egg. I haven't bought an Easter egg for years. They're childish. Why would I buy an Easter egg? Okay then. Star Wars Stormtrooper Easter egg. Okay, so what the first thing I'm going to do with this is, these are my fresh clams. They're a good size, and I've got the trout. So I think the first thing is to do the garlic. Manager of this place, she grows all her own stuff. You see there's greenhouses everywhere. And this clove of garlic is enormous. It's huge. That's just one clove. So, I'm going to stink tonight. Good job I'm on my own. You need to go and brush your teeth. Now I could use a garlic press, but I haven't got one. I know when I was back in Spain last year, the garlic down there is just phenomenal. Never found it anywhere else because the garlic seems to be quite mild, but down in Spain, oh that's nice. Down in Spain it really infused food. Now ordinarily I won't try things before you start hitting me with health and safety, but this meal is for me. Nobody else, nobody's coming for dinner. It's just Billy one mate, me. So I can probably get away with trying a few things. And that garlic smells great. I'm going to do the same with the parsley. This is one of the only chopping techniques that I know. There's loads on YouTube, but this one's quite kind of easy because you just put your hand on the end of the knife here, and you're using this part, the blade, the shape, just to rock, and you almost go round like you're going round a clock. And when you want to show off, of course, you can do it really quickly. It's probably one of the easiest chopping methods. The other ones I've never mastered because, well, I keep chopping my fingers. Okay, so garlic. Right, so garlic over there. Next thing, the fish. So I've got 2 trout. And what I'm going to do is just chop them into well, chop the heads and the tails off, should I say. Do that. Might put those in the stock actually. Again, when I try and cook, I always try and use all of what I'm cooking. Ow. So, ow! Just got a fish bone in my finger. Crikey, that's sharp. So, Instapot is set up. Is that going to work? Yep. The Instapot's set up. Now, in the Instapot, what I've done is I've bought one of these steaming baskets. Now, you buy them from the dollar store, and they're a lot cheaper than the actual Instapot product. So you just got to break the handle off the end. Just get a pair of pliers, break it off. That sits nicely in there, and that's how I'm going to steam my mussels, I think. So, okay. So first thing is, we are going to put in the wine. So I always have an argument with Jen over this, my friend Jen, who says that cooking with wine is a very bad thing to do. Wine is made for drinking, not cooking. So what I'm going to do is just pour enough of this. This is super cheap plonk, and it's just so it's on the, it's just at the same depth as the skivet thing, this thing here. Yeah. Okay, so in my Instapot, in the bottom I've got white wine, I've got lemon juice, I've got garlic, sea salt, and I poured the scallops into the liquid. The clams I put in a steamer basket. Steamer basket goes on the top of the skillet, and that's it, we're ready to go. On goes the top. Make sure the valve's down, and see if we're going to blow a fuse, because that'll be the next thing. I'll turn this on or blow a fuse, and then Old Street will be down. Now, why is, because I haven't plugged it in yet. Okay, so this is the first cooking video I've done. I've always fancied having a bash at a cooking video. There's loads on YouTube, and they seem to do really well. And I love cooking. I've always done cooking. I was always stuck at school doing cooking, because one story with me is when I went to high school, as many of my friends at the same time, it was 1979, and it was the first of the comprehensive school education system. So what that basically meant was that the girls went to do woodwork and metalwork, that kind of stuff, and the boys did sewing and cookery. And I got into the cookery class, loved it, but somehow I got lost in the system. So every time the rotation came through, where they were supposed to go off and do something else, I was left in cookery. And I had something like 2 years in cookery, just going over the same things and making the same things. So I learnt quite a lot about, well, as you can at high school, but the trade-off on that is when you actually did the cookery part, you got to take your cooking home. So back in the day, it was always Sunday dinner was the best dinner of the week, and the kind of the teas and dinners went kind of downhill and then came back up towards the end of the week. So Wednesday, Thursday, you know, you're kind of running out of food. It's time for a big shop, it's time to go to the supermarket, that kind of stuff. And you know, it's beans on toast, cheese on toast, that kind of stuff. So, but Wednesday, Thursday, I used to bring cooking home. So we'd suddenly have shepherd's pie, sausage casseroles, all sorts of bits and pieces. And my dad used to sit there and he used to smack his lips at the food. What, very good this, Steve, very nice, lovely, like this. And this is, when are you going to go to woodwork? When are you going to go to metalwork? When are you going to get your hands hardened up? Do some proper man's work. Oh, that's why he talked. Well, you don't really. It's kind of my imitation of him. But when are you going to get some woodwork done? Learn some skills. Okay. So I told him that I was stuck in cookery. So next thing, he writes a letter, off it goes to school, and they take me out of cooking and they put me into woodwork. So a week later, sat back around the table, it's a Wednesday night, my dad's there, ready for his tea, my mum puts in beans on toast. And you can see it's like, what's this? What's this? It's Wednesday, it's Stephen's cooking night. Stephen brings food home, I've got beans on toast, what's going on? I says, well, there's two good things out of this, Dad. Number one, your letter, it got me taken out of the cookery group and they put me into woodwork. And number two, I made a wooden dinosaur. I put this wooden dinosaur on the kitchen table, and it was just basically angled like a diplodocus, yeah. And he took one look at it, and he looked at me. He says, "I'm going to write another letter and get you put back into cookery." Love that story. Yeah, he'll deny it, but it happened. Yes, so that's where I kind of got cookery from, and I just enjoy doing it. It's good fun. It's like a hobby. I make some good stuff. I used to use every single pan in the kitchen. It used to look like a nuclear bomb went off. But fiddly-dee, I think I can cook. I do a good job of it. I eat very well. So, as I say, this is another experiment in cookery. Yeah, so... Oh, look at them, they're all open. Oh, nice. Okay. Stop Pippi! So there we are. These are fantastic. They're all open, all ready to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and put these in the oven, keep them warm, and then we're going to put the fish into there. So what we're going to do now, it's the same deal. We're going to put in the fish. I'm going to put the fish straight into the stock. I'm also going to put this will repulse a few people, but the tails and the heads. So in terms of fish on this thing, put my glasses on so you can't see. So I'm going to steam them for 5 minutes. Let's see what we've got in here. I don't know whether it'll work or not, but let's have a look. Get rid of that. Ooh. Oh, that works. Okay, as I say, the sun's gone down, so just wait for the steam to clear in this, and then we'll see what we've got. There we go. Oh, yes, that's kind of nice. So, that's got it. Oh yeah, perfect. Okay, so just had to pop back inside because it's just got too dark outside. It's one of those things. I've still got to remember that it's only early to mid-April, so once the sun goes down it gets dark. But it's still warm outside, so I do intend to have my first alfresco dinner of the season and eat it outside. So, but the last thing I've got to do is put the salad on the plate and make the sauce. So, where have I done with my stuff? bit of a cheap method is shop bought Alfredo sauce. I quite like Alfredo sauce because it's like a white sauce mix that you can do all sorts of things with. It's a very good base sauce. It's not overly cheesy. So what we're going to do here is make it very fishy fish sauce. A fishy fish sauce. So just pop it to heat up. And what we're going to do first is we're going to put in the parsley that I chopped earlier on. That goes in. And the other good thing about this sauce is you can freeze it. So I'm going to try and use as much of stuff as I can. A knob of butter, I used to like that, a knob of butter. Like a knob's a standard issue measurement. Just get them in old cookbooks and add a knob of butter. So is that a knob of butter? Who knows? As I say, it's not a standard measurement, but chuck in the knob of butter. Maybe somebody can comment on that, what a knob actually, well no, how about, better not say that. Maybe somebody can comment in the comments box what a knob of butter actually is. We don't need to comment on what a knob is. That just opens up all sorts of things. So, okay. And the other thing that we need to be doing is our fish stock. So again, fish stock. Smells great. It's that infusion of white wine. Listen to me, I'm talking crap. Infusion of white wine, lemon juice, salt and garlic. It smells really good, and you can use that in all sorts of things. And again, what you don't use, just stick it in the freezer. So the idea is we don't want to overpower the sauce with the fishy sauce. Just got to kind of get the balance right. So I'm just going to bring this to the boil. Here's the sauce. I'm just going to ladle some into here. Let's see what this tastes like. As I say, I'm eating on my own, so I can taste it as much as what I want. Okay, so it's salty enough, but it does need pepper. Which is pepper. And I think we can put more of this in. So there's one last thing to do before I go outside and eat this, and that is to take a picture of it and put it on Facebook. Well, it's a bit dark. I can still see the sunset over there. And oh, yeah. This is what I had for my tea. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, try not to speak while you're eating, Steve. But if you like the video, please subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Okay, bye bye for now.